What is up, guys? This is Linthio coming at you with an updated deck profile of my Herald of Perfection deck. So this is just one that has few little updates that I've included in the deck since testing for this format, and I'm just going to go straight into it because you know me and you know this deck. So I'm still running the 2-1 ratio of the Herald of Ultimateness and then the Herald of Perfection, so there's that one. Running 2 Herald of Perfection. I just want to point out my brand new, so there's a German one and there's also an Italian one. So I do love them so much. I don't mean to boast or anything, but I want to get all of the different languages. I want to get a playset of every single one. Anyway, so 2 Herald of Perfection is working as normal, and then the 1 Saphira, it's all very standard ritual lineup for me because I like running it that way, and that's how it's always just been good for me. So then we have the 3 Manju, kind of very standard here because Manju is your main searcher. That's about it. The 3 Megami. In one of my kind of previous videos of this, someone was saying that they didn't understand why I only ran 3 Megami as my normal monsters because it essentially meant that I could only do 2 ritual summons in one game. And the response to that is that if I get Herald of Ultimateness out, and then I get out another one, for example, say if I get out Saphira, I'm probably going to win the game, and even if I draw one of them, it means I still have fuel for the Herald of Perfection, and I also still have the one for Saphira as well. So it's very rare that I actually do draw 2 or 3 of them before I actually ritual summon, and if you do, then that's a statistical anomaly, kind of, but at the same time, that's the problem with rituals, and there's no real way around it, if I'm completely honest. Like, sure, that's just the thing, because it's rituals. They do have this, they are an old mechanic, and they do have this kind of horrible thing where you have to run normals to get them out. Well, not normals, but with advanced ritual art you do. And so, while I understand what you're saying, I'm making the best out of a bad situation here. And until, you know, something changes, that's basically how it is. I don't like running, say, 2 Shine Balls, for example, or 3 Shine Balls, so that means I have 6 normals, and that just increases the chances of dead drawing, so, yeah. So anyway, 3 Christia, very nice, great card, don't really need to say much. The Spirit Engine now is the 3 Nikotama. He's one of your main guys. You plus off him really nicely with Izami and just general effects going to the grave. The Aratama, who is your main searcher, you get out your nice little Nikotama and Izami and everything like that. Speaking of Izami, we have these 2. The nice loop, if you don't know what it is, it's discards a Nikotama to draw, to add a Nikotama and then draw, because you have a spirit on the field, so it's nice. The 1 Yaksha, because bouncing back row is nice. You can always side another, which I sometimes do, depending on how the format's going. The 1 Ryatsu, again, you can also side this depending on how the format's going. I quite like it, to be honest. 2 Herald of Orange Light. I've put it back in because I just liked the idea of kind of going first. If I was going second, sorry, it just worked out. It meant that I had some protection if my opponent went off a little bit. If I wanted to stop anything they were doing, any crazy setup plays or anything like that, it was just nice to have. And it's also good because it's a tuner, so it's the only tuner in the deck. The 1 Mation's just great because it really hurts the meta. It just bounces everything back. You can side more if you so wish. Sometimes, again, I do. It's between like this and Consecrated Light. It's always weighing up which one's better for the format. But it's good enough to main one of them, and it works really nicely. 2 Honest. Finally got my other Ghost, which is really nice. Because this card is just so pretty and so crazy at 2. So it's really nice because you can do more combos with this and Saphira. There's more chance you can actually pull off the combo instead of waiting for one thing that you can't really search. So yeah, the 2 Honest is really nice. Going on to the spells, we have the 2 Advanced Ritual Art. Don't really need to say much about this because it's still semi-limited for some unknown reason. And that's it. 3 preparation of rites. It's coming out in either super or secret in the next set, which is very, very close actually. The secret forces or something really random like that. The 3 upstart, we still have upstart because it means we can get to our combo pieces quicker, and it's just good. The card's just good in this deck because it's a control version, so you don't mind letting your opponent have a couple of extra life points. The 1 Snatch Steal because it wins games, and I feel that it should be in basically every deck. The 1 Soul Charge because you can make some nice rank 6 plays, some rank 4 plays if you so wish. Don't forget you can't special summon the spirits, and also makes synchro plays with the Herald of Orange Light. And then finally, we have the 2 traps, which are 2 vanities. Now, I've taken out the roll decrees, and they've been put to the side, because vanities is for me, it's been working out as a better stun card recently. It's just nice to be able to have the actual option and protect it as well, because I'll have the Herald of Perfection out. It shuts down a lot of people. So it's really, really nice. There are a lot of people running MSTs and Night Beams, so being very careful when setting this card, because you normally want to set it once you have a Herald of Perfection or Herald of Ultimate Light, Herald of Ultimateness out, because you're only playing 2. You can play 3 if you so wish, but you're only playing 2, and you want to make sure that it counts. Like, you run a low trap count because you want to see it. You want to run a low trap count, and the traps that you actually do want to run is, well, you protect them. That's why they're there, and that's why you've got so little. And it's there because it's important. So this and Herald of Perfection can win games a lot of times because it really stops your opponent from doing a lot of things. So Vanity's Emptiness is really nice right now. It's just good against the meta, obviously, as we all know. And yeah, that's basically it. So going on to the extra deck, we have the 1 M7. This is here just for kind of getting anything back into the grave, doing some additional pluses. The 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, because it's nice just to have some additional negates on the board to kind of save Herald of Perfection. The 1 Utopia Beyond, because this kind of helps me with some OTKs or any problem monsters that might be on the field, and also its 3k defense is huge. The rank 4s, we have the 1 Exeter Knight, because the card's really good. The 1 Larval Chain, this is for any ditching to the grave, for maybe any Christia plays, or also for Preparation of Rites, putting the Advanced Ritual Art into grave to search it out. The 1 Constellar Omega, for any back row that I want to kind of avoid or try and bait my opponent out with, and I don't want to risk anything with Herald of Perfection, any other negates. 1 Castell, the best XC probably in the rank 4 toolbox at this moment in time for the meta. 1 Gaga Cowboy, because shooting for game is fun. The 1 Abyss Dweller, because it's still useful in the meta, well, against the meta. The 1 Kargon, because stopping your opponent from targeting your Herald of Perfection with their breakthrough skill in their opponent's turn is very, very nice, and it's a very important one. Rhapsody, also for mainly getting rid of the breakthrough skills in your turn, because, you know, you don't want your Herald of Perfection to be negated. The 1 Fairy Chirgo, people will probably be quite happy that I've put this in. I didn't really put it in before because I felt it was a bit of a waste. And I've just been testing it more, and I occasionally use it, so I thought I'll find some space for it. And then finally the Synchros, we have the 1 Stardust Dragon, and my Stardust Dragon is now first. I absolutely love it. Stardust Dragon because it's a negation type of deck, and the style of play that you run with Stardust Dragon is just quite nice, so it's nice protection in all way, shape or form. The 1 Scrap Dragon in case you want to try and get rid of anything, any problem cards or anything like that. And then finally for the rank 6, the 1 for the level 6, the 1 Go-Go Guardian, because this is just like a Manju and a Herald of Orange Light, for example. So that is it, guys. It's only a bit of a shorter video. I say that, and I've just clocked on to 9 minutes. But it's just an update to see how it is. I'm going to do an update of my strictly Herald of Ultimateness deck as well with the Gale Dogras for you, so you can all see that. So yeah, that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. Let me know down in the comment section below how you like it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later.